Okay, and we're going to talk about plants and how do they survive out here. Can anybody tell me the 3 things plants need to survive?
Soil,
Soil,
water,
just one. Soil
water,
and
seeds. No, wait.
gets with an S.
That's with an N. Sun.
Sun. Okay, soil, water, and sun. Out here in the desert, what do they have plenty of?
Sun.
Sun. What do they not have enough? And they have enough soil. Water.
But soil has That's water. What they did to me.
Does this soil have water in it right now?
Nope.
I think if we dig down, it's still going to be pretty dry. So how do these plants survive that?
Oh, they look
How hot do you think it gets out here in the summer?
Very freaking
Like 120 degrees easy. If I'm a seed and I land here and start to grow, I'm stuck here, right? As a plant?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just planted all your plants. And reach down, and you're going to suck water up out of the soil, up your trunk, out your branches, out your leaves, and then where does it go?
The sky.
The sky. What's that? Do you know what that
It
process?
makes it like for the rain.
Yeah, so what's that process called when water leaves the surface and goes up in the air? It starts with the E. Evaporation. Okay, so just like plants, you do the same thing. What happens when you drink water? Where does it go?
Into your stomach,
And then
all around your body.
all through your body. Some of it you pee out,
And
but a lot of it, what happens to it?
it goes through your body and becomes blood.
And then it's going to happen today a lot. What's going to happen? You just said it, Jackie. It's going to evaporate off your skin. You're going to
And
sweat.
you're going to sweat.
Right. The sweat is the water leaving your body, right? At lunch today, put your sandwich bag on your hand after you finished eating it, your sandwich, and your hand will get all wet and sweaty because it will stop the water from evaporating, and you'll see how much water you lose through your skin. Well, the plants have that same problem. Okay, they're sucking up water and it goes out through their leaves. What are some ways they can slow that down?
Maybe be covered by shade.
Okay, is there shade out here? You're a plant. Can you move and go sit in the shade?
No,
No.
something has to be right next to you and be
Does it rain?
It doesn't rain, so they don't have a lot of water. So they really got to conserve their water. And they can't go get in the shade.
They can't just like stand up, go walk over to the water and get a drink.
Right.
What happens?
They're stuck here. So they've got to have adaptations to deal with that problem. So we're going to talk about a couple of those. All right, the first, I want you all to face the sun like this, like you want to get a full-on good suntan, nice and even all over the front. Okay, and think about, notice how your face feels and the front of your body feels, how warm you are.
Yeah.
Okay, now look at me. We're all going to turn this way to the sun, perpendicular.
Cold.
Can you feel how much cooler you are when you're only exposing this much of your body instead of all of this to the sun?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
You feel warm on this side and hot on this side.
the plant can't move its roots, but it can turn its leaves. All right, so what it will do, it's not going to sit here and go, yeah, full surface area. Look at all the surface area I can evaporate off of. It's going to limit as much surface area that gets less heat, so it'll slow the evaporation of the water down. Alrighty, another thing, how come I'm wearing light colors?
It's
Faith?
because light colors won't affect the sun.
Right, they're not as warm as dark colors. See down
My
there
pants are hot.
at the slough, those dark green trees, how dark green those leaves are? That tree doesn't have to worry about water. Why?
Because it's right by the water.
Yeah, its roots are actually in the slough, so it doesn't have to conserve water. It'll always have water. Do you see any plant out here that's dark green?
Oh, no,
No.
Yeah.
They're all light green, huh?
Kind of.
There's some that are a darker green than most of the sagey color, gray green, but none of it there's no plants that dark green, right?
No.
Okay, so that's another way they deal with it. Stay light. And we're going to talk about a few more, but right now we're going to do a little scavenger hunt, sort of, kind of. Okay, I want each of you to take 2 plants, because there's not very many of you, and go and find it out here.
I don't want
You want that one? That one's a cool one.
don't know how I'm gonna find it.
I'll give you a hint on that one, because it is harder.
Found it.
It's straight up there.
But
See, there's
is
this
more darker.
dead one, and then there's another little clump of bushes, and the third clump of bushes you'll find it. 7.
I'm at 7.
Actually, I want to start down at the bottom of the list of ways plants adapt to it, and it says drop leaves in the dry season. Okay, so all these plants, except for the ones that are darker green, the greasewood, drop their leaves when it's dry. Because it rained in July, all these guys still have leaves. This is the first year. I've been doing this field trip for 15 years. This is the first year that there are still leaves on most of the plants out here.
Look.
Usually they all look like dry sticks, and I'm trying to teach 4th graders the difference between these plants based on what looks like dry sticks.
Like that.
So that's one way, because leaves are surface area, right? And that so more water will evaporate off it. Get rid of them, you'll conserve water. So for them, they go dormant. They go to sleep during the summer, and then they'll start leafing out with the fall rains, and they'll have leaves all winter, flower in the spring, disperse their seeds, and go back to sleep during the summer. So that's one good way, is you just get rid of your leaves. Okay, now if anything, like all the stuff that's this dark gray color, it's dead. Which we'll talk about too. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, we also talked about down there at the bottom is, well, they all have small leaves. We don't have any big, huge leaves, right? Because that's too much surface area.
It's like in the jungle.
And they're all light colored. But we're going to look at one that has really nice light colors, and it's
I had that one.
okay. So this plant, and we'll take everybody. Put your hand out. I want you to look at the leaves.
It's over there.
Under your hand lens, and
I had this
way.
one to find.
use a hand lens. Okay, as you're going to put your object that you're looking at in your hand, and then move the hand lens ins and out, and go ahead and use the smaller circle. It magnifies more until you get it into focus. Now, tell me, what do you notice about those leaves?
They're soft. They're soft.
They're more soft and they have little spikes when you look
They
close.
have like, and it's kind of green inside.
Yeah, they have a fur. They have
They're furry.
they're furry.
They have like a winter.
They're hairy, right? They got little hairs on them.
They kind of have like petals, a little.
Yeah, well, the petals underneath that hair are the petals, and then the hair on them. What does the hair do? What do you think it does?
It keeps them warm.
Oh, they don't need to be worry about that. They're pretty warm.
It helps the
collects their
evaporation.
food.
But it slows the evaporation down because
Because
It's
they need more water.
no,
because the hair is covering everywhere where the water comes out.
where the leaf is. Yeah, so the hair actually is shading it. It helps to shade it. So the plant can't get up and go walk down there and go sit under the cottonwood trees. But it puts hair on itself to shade itself and keep it cooler. That's why I wear long sleeves. You'd think long sleeves would be hot in the desert, and if they were tight, they would be. But because I wear loose, long clothes, that helps shade
There's a
my
sprout
skin.
right here.
Slows down my the
There's
evaporation
a
of my
little
skin.
sprout right here.
All right, don't pull it
I
up.
had this one and I found it.
All right.
It was over in a bush.
Yeah, and in the afternoon when the sun gets behind them, you can find them real easily because these are their seeds. They glow. It's kind of a cool plant
Yeah,
because
I
it'll glow in the
grabbed
sunlight.
it and it was like furry and soft.
And soft. This is called winter fat. It's called winter fat because it's a really important food for the mammals out here that eat plants in the winter, like the sheep and antelope and deer and all those things. All right, now another plant that has a cool, who had this plant? All right, now there's a lot of it. It's kind of the small little domy shrub, here, there, right there. All right, again, put out your hands, look at it, and tell me what you see on
I
B
dropped
leaf.
my other one.
That's fine.
I put mine back in the box.
Actually, that's probably a good idea.
There's like
I put mine
dry. They're like, it looks like they're dry.
They
and,
look
like,
kinda
stuff on 'em, like,
Cactus.
Put them in the sunlight. And then look with the hand lens. What do you notice on that leaf?
There's like this white stuff.
It's like,
Yeah, they have like
spotted,
this.
kinda.
It has like
It's kind of like spike-ish.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now
Put it
take
on-
one leaf and taste it.
taste it.
Tell me what that white stuff is. You can chew it. Garlic.
Yeah, garlic.
No.
Mint.
Weird.
Nope. Just put it
Basil?
put it on your tongue and tell me what the don't chew it yet. Just taste the leaf. Put a new leaf on the tip of your tongue.
That's good. Tastes kind of salty.
Oh.
Yeah, salt is.
The white is salt. There's salt naturally occurring in this soil. There's actually quite a bit of salt. And so when the rainwater dissolves the salt, the plants suck it up. And then this plant, guess what it's called? It's a bush.
Um.
The salty plant.
Salt bush.
Oh.
Okay. This
But
is
it says it in our book.
This is salt grass. Same thing. If you look
I
hard
had
on
that
salt
one.
grass stems, it has salt crystals. So these two plants, their strategy for staying cooler out here
Is the salt?
is the salt crystal. A salt crystal is a perfect cube. So the sunlight hits that cube and it bounces off. It refracts the light
Does
away.
it say salt crystal or?
So it shades itself by putting salt crystals on its leaves. Okay, now these two plants, they have a totally different strategy. So go ahead and put your leaves back in the box or on the ground. Okay, and can you see how this plant is a little yellower than this one, and its leaves kind of hang down like bananas, and these don't. And
Oh, I
these
had
have
that
red
one.
stems.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are. This one is called greasewood, and this is the one that are all the green bushes you see out there. It's the one plant that doesn't drop its leaves in the dry season. Okay, so put out your hands. I'm going to give you both leaves from both plants.
One looks kind of like a cucumber and one looks kind of like a banana.
All right, there you go. So the greasewood is the banana plant, and the seepweed is the cucumber plant.
The seepweed it has like these little bumps on it.
Yeah.
You gave me two.
I know, though. Okay, now just kind of gently feel that leaf. Does
Which
it feel?
one?
Either one. It's
It
kind
feels
of
fuzzy.
it's kind of waxy, huh?
It feels like a.
Feels like
funky-
wax.
It's like a grape. A grape it's the same strategy. So another way to slow down evaporation is to coat yourself with a wax or plastic. If you put plastic bag on you, the sweat's not going to evaporate, right? It's going to hit the plastic bag and come back down. Well, the plants, if they coat themselves with a waxy coating, the water won't evaporate as fast.
Are these the same kind of plants?
They're two different plants. And then take a bite.
Which one?
Either one.
Do the greasewood first, the one that looks like a banana.
This one?
This one?
The
lighter one?
More yellowish, yeah.
Oh, so this one?
Uh-huh. And it's kind of succulent, right? It's juicy. Like a grape.
That's
Salty
sour.
too.
And that's
Yeah.
what it tastes like. Okay,
Salty and sour.
now take a bite of the other one, the seepweed. Tell me which one you like better.
I'm taking that one out.
I like this one.
Which is
The
the greasewood?
Yeah.
I like the seepweed.
I don't like either.
Well,
Delilah, you're so picky about your food.
the Paiutes
They're gross.
used the seepweed for flavoring in their food.
Oh, so like garlic and
Yeah.
I like sour.
Okay, so their strategy is to have a waxy coating.
You can,
Slow down.
You can also put them in both.
And then their
What
leaves
does
will
the
store
wax-
more water in them. What?
I was gonna say, what does the wax do to
It holds the water in from. Okay, now what are the three things? I mean, how does a plant convert sunlight into food energy? Do you guys know what that word is called? Begins with a P, but you say it. No, it's pho. You guys heard of photosynthesis?
Yes.
Okay. So all these plants are starting to eat now, huh? Sun's been up, and they're just taking that sunlight and converting it into food. Can you do that? Are you guys getting kind of full?
No.
You don't need a snack, right, or lunch, because you're
can't
filling
eat.
up, right?
Yeah, sure.
Only plants can do that. And if plants didn't
It
do
doesn't
that,
taste good.
They would die.
we would die. We depend on plants converting
Because
that
they give
sunlight
us
into
oxygen.
energy.
And we
And
give
food.
yeah, and we also give them what
Yeah,
they
because
breathe.
when we breathe out,
Out.
it gives them hydrogen peroxide.
Help,
No, carbon
help
dioxide.
them
Carbon.
to help us.
And when they breathe.
Okay,
Here
so
you
they
go,
do the
plants.
oxygen exchange and the carbon dioxide exchange, and we both need each other for that. But we need the plants to be able to convert the sunlight into food, or we would all die, because if the plants didn't do that, then we would have nothing to eat. So in order for plants to do that, they need to have a green cell called chlorophyll. All plants are green because they need the chlorophyll to convert the sunlight energy. But what happens if you drop all your leaves to conserve water? Then you
You
don't
would
have
die?
them.
You
Huh?
would die.
If you're well, but they don't, right? They just go to sleep. But there's a couple of plants here. There's 3 plants here. Okay, there. Nobody had this plant because there's only a couple out there, so they're hard to find. There's this one. It's called a ephedra. It doesn't ever
I
have
have that
leaves.
one.
It just has a green stem.
Yeah.
Doesn't need leaves
Why?
When
because
I found
it has
all
the green in its stem.
I had this one.
Okay, and then we have this one. It's called the polka dotty plant. It's
Yeah, that's the one I had.
indigo. There's one right there.
There's
Okay.
one right here.
It
There's
has-
one right here.
It has leaves. Here's another one I missed. I didn't put in mine. Okay, so the indigo, it has leaves, but these little tiny leaves, but it drops them, but it has a green stem, so it can keep making food all year long. And this is another plant out there that has these fat green leaves, stems. It has leaves, but they're little and tiny. Most of the photosynthesis is going on through the stems because of the green stems. Yeah, because then the next group, we don't have to go collect more plants. Alrighty, so what do you think this plant's strategy is?
All of his spikes.
It's spikes, so nobody's going to eat that, right? Yeah, this is a...
And I think the spikes hold the
It says
water.
red spots.
No, it's just so it doesn't
It
get
has
eaten.
red spots right
It
there.
has a
All
very
of
furry
the-
stem.
Yeah, they
so-
do. I know.
Yes, the indigo has
Yeah, it
little
does
red
have a-
spots. Okay, so those spots, what do you think those spots are good for?
I think they're good for.
Smell your fingers
Like probably
if you've touched it.
I haven't touched it. Like spikes to keep it from.
I think it's the dots
that smells
help
good.
help the evaporation slow down.
Okay, so there's 2 things about the dots. The first thing, the dots are all around what's called a stoma. All the plants have them. They're openings, and that's where the gas exchange happens. That's where they breathe out the oxygen and breathe in carbon dioxide. And they can open and close the stoma, so if you close the stoma, then less water can escape with the gas, right? And then that orange sticky stuff around each stoma. Smell your fingers. It smells good, huh? If you
it
grow
smells
up
like
in the
perfume.
desert, you're going to think you like it. If we took that to a city person, they'd go, yuck, that stinks. But do you think an animal would want to eat that?
Yeah.
It doesn't taste very good. It tastes pretty bitter. So the sticky glandular makes the plant less appetizing to animals.
So it could stay alive.
Well, then because things won't eat it, like the rabbits.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last hot plant we're going to talk about.
We haven't done that.
Yeah, and that one, it's got light color. Looks like it has salt on
That's
its
the one I
leaf.
did. It was really hard to find.
It's down by the road, huh? Is this plant and we talked about leaf angle to the sun. So this is
I have
horsebush,
that
and you can't see, it doesn't have its leaves right now, but you can see where all the leaves are attached, and they're little teeny tiny, and they're narrow, just
that
like,
one was fun to find.
yeah,
It was just in a bush.
the,
Right there, there's one. Back
yes.
there, there's one.
right, there's lots of them. See how the leaves are sticking up
Yeah.
and holding into the stem? They're parallel to the sun. They're not laying out going, yeah, sun, just heat me up and let all my water evaporate. They're staying up going, no, I want to protect all the water I have. Okay, so let's count how many plants we found up here. Okay. 1,
1, 2,
2. This
3.
is fine.
Make them 3. No, that's 4.
No, this is 3. There's 4, 5,
This is not one.
6, 7, 8. This one doesn't count. We already did this one. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We already got that one. So we've had 13 different plants. Everybody stand up. So before we leave, this plant community is called the Desert Scrub. All right? And what I want you to remember is how far apart are the plants from each other?
Like a foot?
Is there a lot of grass between them?
No. It's all dirt.
It's just bare dirt. How tall are the shrubs up? How far do they come up to you?
Like shins or
Yeah, about that knee high. Okay, so this is the Desert Scrub. We're going to walk down to a new plant community and see how it's different from this one. So we're just going to briefly look at this. This is called the Alkali Scrub. What do you notice is different about the plants?
It's green. They're more green.
Okay, what else?
They're taller.
They're taller, almost as tall as you, huh? They're not knee deep anymore.
That one's not needy.
How about between the plants?
There's grass.
Okay,
It's the salt grass.
there's salt grass, yeah. So, and I'm just going to tell you, if we went and did the scavenger hunt, we'd find about 8 different types of plants here. How many did we find up there?
13.
13, lucky 13, huh? All right, now we're going to go down to the looking out here. This is the Alkali Meadow. What do you notice is different about its plants?
They're more grass and it's more green. They're shorter.
They're shorter. There's lots more grass.
Like ankle deep.
Okay, let's go see how many we can find. All right, so everybody take one of these plants.
I'll make it the pretty one.
Go stand by it,
You got
and
a pretty one?
everybody, and they'll all be out here.
Oh, found
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8.
This and this are the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because this and this are the same. All right, so there's only 6 different plants down here.
And there's 13
Oh, well,
there.
But then there's 2 more. There's the rabbit brush right here, the white rabbit brush, and then there's the yellow rabbit brush. Okay, so now would you go get your books, open to page 8. Boys over here. Fold them all the way, and then number yourselves 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, number 1s, leave your stuff there and come up here.
Jackie, you're one.
Okay, and you're going to take a soil sample back. So boys, you figure out who's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Or no, never mind, just the 1 and 2. Okay, notice on your cups. Go ahead, put them down where you can both use them. One has an M and the other one has an S. Okay, the M stands for meadow soil. That's the soil down here in this community.
This is the meadow soil, and this is the scrub.
And the scrub soil is the desert scrub where we did the scavenger hunt. So you're going to have to sit down, boys. Okay, first thing, take your palm like this, one from each cup. Now just feel them. Which one is softer and finer?
The meadow.
Okay, looking at them, which one has larger grains?
The
Desert.
The scrub?
The scrub, yeah.
Okay, so on page 8, the first question is which one has larger grains? Just put an X in the box. All right, now on these
Pick that chalk use.
soil cards, look up here first. Look at me. Faith.
What should we do with this?
Oh, you can dump it. Just put it on the ground. All right, and here in the middle, you're looking at these 3 samples. Look at me. Okay, here, here, and here.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you look at subangular and you look at it with your hand lens, you'll notice that there's still angles, little angles on those grains of sand. And down here on well-rounded, they're all really rounded.
They look like eggs almost.
Yeah, so look at those with your hand lens first. And then put the card, give me the card back, and put the 2 samples on your hand again. And tell me which one has more rounded grains of your 2 samples.
Subangular.
No, how did the cups?
Which one has what?
More rounded
The
grains.
scrub thing.
And you know what? It'll help both of
Scrub.
I think these do. These do.
Which one has more rounded?
you. Use your hand lens.
The meadow.
Delilah, can I have your card?
Babe.
Use your hand lens.
Here.
I think scrub.
Which one is this?
It's meadow.
Scrub?
Which one?
Yeah. I think scrub.
They're more rounded than the meadow?
Yeah.
No, it's meadow. Meadow.
It's
Meadow.
Meadow's more rounded. Okay, so that's
wait,
in your
fine.
second box. Which soil has more rounded grains? Put an X in the meadow. All right, now we're going to jump down below the table and let's read that sentence together. Ready? The smaller the grain size, the more water the soil will hold. So when we're doing an experiment in science, we make a hypothesis. It's an educated guess of how we think our experiment will turn out. So knowing that the smaller the grain size, the more water the soil will hold, which soil are you going to hypothesize, guess, is going to hold more water?
Meadow.
Okay, so circle your answer there, whatever you think. Okay, and then let's read the next sentence. The larger the grain size, the faster the water will.
Soak into the soil.
Okay, make your hypothesis. All right, and then number 2, would you guys come on up? Okay, well, this is the experiment. So this is how you're going to set up your experiment. Take the beakers apart. This is the beaker, this plastic thing on the bottom. Okay, then put a funnel in it. Notice that each funnel, one says scrub, the other says meadow.
Yeah.
And then put the coffee filter in each funnel. You're doing it together as a group.
You could do it with
All right. Now make sure the coffee filter is flat like this and not, cattywampus.
like that.
Yeah, you want it, and you want to open it up so that there's no little folds in it where the dirt might go down. All right, then you're going to pour all the scrub soil in the scrub funnel and all the meadow soil in the meadow funnel.
This is meadow.
I'll take make sure you're in the right. Okay.
Mine's gone in more.
I'll take your cups. Alrighty, and then number,
3.
3 and 1.
Both 3 and 1 on
Yeah.
both.
Both 3 and 1, come on up.
No, Jackie, that number 1. Because they don't have a number 3. Yeah, I get water.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, go. Don't do it yet. You're going to pour like this, okay? You want to pour about that fast. Don't do it super fast. It splashes and tips things over. Don't do it too slow. It takes too long. And boy, somebody needs to hold the beakers to make sure they don't tip over. So each of you are going to hold the beaker that you're pouring into. Delilah, hold the beaker, not the funnel. Yeah, okay. And then you want to watch and see which one starts draining first. So ready, set, go. Take your cup.
Meadow.
Meadow.
You can actually pick them up now. It makes it a little easier to see.
Here's Jackie how.
Scrub.
Meadow.
Scrub. I think it's a scrub.
Meadow.
Meadow drain first, girls?
No.
Which one
No,
has
the scrub.
Scrub. Scrub.
Scrub drains for faster.
Okay, so back on your table. The question is, which one drains first?
Scrub.
Go ahead and mark what happened.
The scrub did. That was mine.
Yeah.
Which one allowed more water to drain through?
Scrub.
All right. Therefore, which one
Which soil allowed more water?
is holding more water?
The meadow.
Okay. So, was your hypothesis correct?
No.
Yeah.
Which held more water?
I put meadow.
Meadow.
And what did the results of your experiment show you?
Scrub.
No, meadow held more. There's more water in the
meadow.
beaker. There's more water in the funnel. Which one let more water drain through?
I put scrub.
And did it?
Scrub. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, would two people bring the beakers and funnels and the whole thing up? And let's see.
It's all mud now. Mine's all
I know.
mud now. Mine just went to mud real quick.
Then take the beakers and go water a plant, okay?
Come on,
So
Faith.
come back over to your books, guys.
Faith.
Now, if we think about grain size, if the grains are really small and rounded, there's not much space between them, right? So there's less space for the water to work its way down. So it takes it longer to work down through the soil, which is what happened in your meadow soil, stayed in the funnel. And if they're angular, but it also means it takes it longer to come back up and evaporate. So the soil will hold the water longer. If they're angular, there's more space. The water can move down faster, which was true for the scrub, and it can also evaporate faster. So the plants down here in the meadow don't have to worry as much about water as the plants up there in the desert scrub, right? It rained, like, last Tuesday, we had a really good rain, right? When I collected this soil, well, when I dug it out of the desert scrub, the water, it was only wet this far down. Down here when I dug it, it was wet this far down, at least. I quit digging.
Why was it farther?
Because of it holds more water. It takes it longer for it to go in and longer for it to come out. So these plants don't have to worry as much about water. What the plants up in the desert scrub need to do, they need to send their roots really deep to go after water that's way down there, because there's not going to be a lot of water in the surface even when it does rain. Now we're going to go to page 9. Which community had mostly shrubs? The scrub or the meadow? Which had mostly bushes?
Shrub.
Mm-hmm. The scrub. Which one had mostly grasses?
Meadow.
Okay. Which one had plants with really small leaves?
Scrub.
Scrub.
Yep. Which one had plants that dropped their leaves?
Meadow.
Ah,
Scrub.
the grass never goes away. And which one had more dead plants? The scrub. Mm-hmm.
So only one is on the meadow.
Right. But which one had the most different plants, had the most diversity of plants?
Meadow.
Shrub.
How many did we find in the scrub?
13.
Like 13.
How many did we find down here?
8.
Okay. So the desert is the most diverse environment after the rainforest. You will find more different plants and animals than anywhere else except the rainforest on the planet. But it's also an incredibly fragile environment because it's so harsh. So if you go ride your motorcycle up that way and destroy plants, it'll take forever for them to grow back, hundreds of years, because it's so hard for them to grow. So if you ride your bicycle or your ATVs or whatever, you need to stay on roads and trails and not just go willy-nilly. Even hiking, stay on trails so that we don't create more and more trails. Yes, Delilah.
The desert
Wait a second.
scrub
Wait a second.
has more.
When
What?
my parents go bouldering,
Uh-huh.
there's always a bunch of signs that say don't crush the brush.
Yeah. That's true. Just hiking, you want to stay on trails and not make new trails because it's really hard for the plants to come back. Okay, we're going to do a little scavenger hunt, so go ahead, leave your books down here. And, okay, wait, before you go, let me tell you what the rules. You're going to have 5 minutes to try and find as many different kinds of plants as you can. Just bring back pieces this big, look. Okay, and if it
Be
is
careful with the pointy one.
this dark gray, this is dead. I can't identify dead sticks, okay? They don't count, so don't bring back dead sticks. All right, so ready, set, go.
5, 6, 7.
Okay, you put yours down on the clipboard first, and we'll sort them out.
I didn't know it.
Okay, these two are the same. This and this one are the same. So you got 4. All right. Now, do you have? Let's see. Put
5,
yours
you
in
mean?
there. You got this one. 1, 2, 3. Nasty stuff. Huh?
I got that.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a little pointy one. I just saw it.